Something strange happens when people decide to get serious about their money. They do everything society tells them to do. They work hard, they save a portion of their income, and then, realizing they do not know how to manage it, they seek out a professional. They hand over their capital to an advisor. And almost nobody talks about the psychological trap this creates. Within the first 15 seconds of sitting in a wealth advisor's office, a silent transaction occurs. But it is not a transaction of money. It is a transfer of agency. The individual walks in with anxiety about their financial future, and they purchase the illusion of certainty. But the people who manage the world's wealth do not follow the rules they sell to you. The advice given to the masses is fundamentally different from the architecture used by the elite. Subscribe to Hidden Secrets Archive if you want to understand more hidden patterns like this. Consider a typical scenario. A successful professional, someone who has spent a decade building their career, finally accumulates a significant amount of savings. They feel out of their depth. The financial markets seem chaotic, volatile, and deeply complex. So they schedule a meeting with a financial advisor. They are greeted in a polished office. They are handed a beautifully designed chart showing long-term market trends. They are told about the magic of compound interest, the necessity of a diversified portfolio, and the safety of mutual funds. The advisor speaks in a calm, authoritative tone. They use words like risk tolerance, asset allocation, and fiduciary. The professional signs the paperwork. They agree to a 1% annual management fee. They leave the office feeling relieved. The burden of decision-making has been lifted off their shoulders. But this is where the pattern becomes even stranger. Over the next 20 years, that professional will experience average returns. They will ride the roller coaster of the market. They will slowly build a retirement fund, assuming they are on the same path to wealth as the people at the top of the economic pyramid. But they are not. Because what that advisor did not tell them is that the ultra-wealthy do not invest this way. The system sold to the public is designed for preservation and predictable fee extraction, not for the creation of true financial power. And this is the part almost nobody realizes. The scenario in the advisor's office is not a random occurrence. It is part of a massive, finely tuned system. It is an invisible architecture that dictates how money moves through society. To understand it, we have to look at the incentives driving the system. Most financial advice is built on a model called assets under management. The advisor gets paid a percentage of the money they manage for you, regardless of whether the market goes up or down. If your portfolio loses 20% of its value in a market crash, the advisor still collects their fee. Their primary objective is not to dramatically outperform the market. Their primary objective is to acquire more of your capital and keep it under their control for as long as possible. But the real system hides one level deeper. The financial industry relies on a psychological concept known as the complexity illusion. If something appears impossibly complex, people will gladly pay a premium to avoid dealing with it. The industry uses heavy jargon, complicated charts, and dense regulations to build a moat around the concept of money. They make the average person feel fundamentally unqualified to manage their own resources. They frame investing as a highly dangerous activity that should only be handled by licensed professionals. Comment safe or risk below. Which of these two words do you think drives more financial decisions? The truth is, the system is designed to sell safety, because safety is the easiest product to mass produce. When you buy standard financial advice, you are usually being placed into a generalized algorithmic portfolio. Your money is pooled with millions of other people's money. You are put into mutual funds, index funds, and bonds. These vehicles are not inherently bad, but they are designed to be average. They are designed to track the broader economy. This is the hidden mechanism. The system needs the capital of the masses to provide liquidity for the markets. Your retirement fund is the fuel that powers the broader financial engine. But the people operating the machine are playing a completely different game. This brings us to the core misunderstanding. The greatest mistake intelligent people make is believing that financial advice is objective. They assume that because an advisor is a professional, their advice represents the absolute best mathematical path to wealth. Most people never learn these systems unless they actively study them. Subscribe to the channel to uncover the invisible rules governing society. The trap is believing that you are paying for expertise. In reality, most people are paying for emotional regulation. They are paying someone to tell them that everything will be okay. When the market crashes, the advisor's main job is to call the client and talk them out of fear of selling them. The advisor acts as a psychological buffer between the client and their own panic.
But look at the mathematics of this emotional comfort. A 1% fee sounds insignificant. It sounds like pennies. But over a 30-year investing horizon, a 1% annual fee can consume nearly a third of your total potential wealth. You are handing over a massive percentage of your lifetime financial energy, simply because society convinced you that money is too complex to handle alone. Intelligent people fall into this trap because they are busy. They apply the logic of other professions to the financial world. If you have a medical problem, you outsource it to a doctor. If you have a legal problem, you outsource it to a lawyer. So naturally, if you have money, you outsource it to a financial advisor. But this is where the illusion begins to break. Health and law are highly specialized fields, requiring specific technical interventions. Wealth creation is fundamentally different. It is about ownership, leverage, and decision-making. When you outsource your wealth, you are outsourcing your leverage. You are giving up control of your capital in exchange for convenience. And the system quietly reinforces this by making alternative paths seem reckless or unattainable. The financial media constantly broadcast stories of catastrophic market failures, risky day traders, and volatile assets. They amplify the danger of stepping outside the traditional system. They train the public to view anything other than standard wealth management as a gamble. But let us observe how the people who actually possess high-level financial intelligence behave. How do those who understand this pattern operate differently? They do not seek general advice. They seek specialized strategy. The ultra-wealthy do not hand their capital over to a retail wealth manager to be placed in standard mutual funds. Instead, they build systems of control. They hire tax attorneys. They hire specialized accountants. They hire deal structures. They do not buy a one-size-fits-all product. They buy specific pieces of knowledge to solve specific inefficiencies in their wealth. There is a profound psychological difference in this approach. The average person wants to be told what to do. The wealthy person wants to be presented with options and the legal frameworks to execute them. They maintain total agency over their capital. Do you think success is mostly skill or mostly systems? Those who understand the hidden mechanics of money focus entirely on asymmetry and control. They invest in private businesses. They acquire cash-flowing real estate. They utilize debt not as a burden, but as a tax-free instrument to acquire more assets. They understand that standard advice is designed to limit downside for the advisor, not maximize upside for the client. They also recognize the most important hidden truth about standard financial advice. It is inherently conservative because the advisor's greatest fear is being sued or losing the client. If an advisor recommends a highly asymmetric, unconventional investment and it fails, they lose their job. If they recommend the exact same standard index fund as everyone else and the entire market crashes, they are safe. They can simply blame the economy. Therefore, the entire financial advisory system is structurally incentivized to be profoundly average. It is designed to fail conventionally rather than succeed unconventionally. Those who break past average wealth understand this incentive structure. They realize that if they want extraordinary results, they cannot rely on a system built to deliver average outcomes. Comment, follow, or think. Do you blindly follow the standard path, or do you step back and think about the architecture of the advice? People with an advantage spend a significant portion of their time studying incentives. Whenever they are offered advice, their first question is not, is this good advice? Their first question is, how does the person giving me this advice get paid? They trace the money. They trace the hidden motivation. Once you begin to view the world through the lens of incentives, the invisible systems become hypervisible. You realize that a bank recommending a savings account is not trying to protect your money from inflation. They are trying to secure cheap capital to lend out at a higher interest rate. You realize that a broker pushing a specific fund is likely receiving a hidden commission on the back end. You realize that the financial media network screaming about a market crash is not trying to protect your portfolio. They are trying to harvest your attention to sell advertising space. Everything is a system, and every system has an intended output. The intended output of the retail financial advice industry is not to create a population of highly autonomous wealthy individuals. It is to create a predictable, manageable pool of capital that generates steady fees for the institutions controlling it. This is the psychological breakthrough. You must separate the concept of wealth from the concept of financial products. The average person buys financial products. They buy mutual funds, annuities, and retirement accounts. The wealthy build financial ecosystems. They build networks of trusts, holding companies, and cash-producing assets. They do not view money as a number on a screen that needs to be protected by a man in a suit. They view money as stored energy, and they refuse to let someone else dictate how their energy is deployed. To achieve this level of autonomy requires stepping out of the comfort zone the system has built for you. It requires accepting that the complexity illusion is just that, an illusion. The basic mechanics of money, leverage, and taxation are entirely learnable. They are not quantum physics. They are simply obscured by jargon and tradition. Once you take the time to learn the vocabulary of money, the intimidation factor disappears. You no longer look at financial advisors as gatekeepers of wealth. You see them simply as service providers, and you only use them when their specific service aligns perfectly with your independently chosen strategy. This is the shift from passive consumer to active architect.
Most people spend their lives reacting to the system. They follow the prescribed path, pay the invisible fees, and accept the average results. They let the architecture of society dictate their financial boundaries. But a few take the time to deeply understand it. They pull back the curtain on the institutions, the advisors, and the narratives. They recognize that the world is heavily structured to benefit those who create the rules, not those who follow them. And once you see the pattern, you cannot stop seeing it. You realize that true financial freedom is not just about having a large bank balance. It is about having absolute clarity on how the game is played. There is more content not released publicly. If you want access to the deeper mechanics, it is inside the archive, link in the description. If you want to understand the hidden rules behind money, psychology, and power, subscribe to Hidden Secrets Archive. Every video on this channel breaks down the patterns most people never notice. Because once you understand the system, you stop reacting to it.